So I was here to talk to you about how they're trying to ban the Confederate flag in all these places. They're taking it away from store shelves, such as Walmart and things like that, and places like, the lighting's not quite right, Apple has removed games that feature any Civil War references from their stores, which I don't understand why people think you can actually censor history like it didn't happen. I mean, I know that some places have tried to do that over, the course of human history. Germany has a lot of rules about not even mentioning the Nazi Party or the World War II in any way. So I guess we're headed to that direction. But what's going on here is people are saying that having the Confederate flag, just because this guy murdered some people, by the way, all this fuss over the Confederate flag completely covered up the fact that 9 people died, and I don't hear anybody even talking about that anymore, so what's that all about? Everybody's just like, the flag is evil, it racist, and we gotta stop it. It's like, 9 people died. Why are you not saying more about the individual that killed? Why are you just completely ignoring this? It's just a smoke screen. But I'm gonna get to that because it's even more fascinating than you think. But it's like, trying to be overly tolerant and politically correct, we've actually created like the seesaw effect where anything that would inhibit tolerance is being banned and censored and shown no tolerance in turn in America right now. And it's pretty crazy, and it's, you can argue that it's the SJWs and the lefties and all that stuff, but it's really deeper than that. It's more the perpetually offended don't really have a political party or any specific political leanings, anything like that. It's just people that are way too sensitive and can't stand for people that aren't as sensitive as them to exist, even, hardly. Like, you're like, oh, how dare you not feel what I feel about things, that kind of stuff. And it's really a minority of people. Like, a very small fraction of the population is like that, but they get a lot of leeway and credit from places like the government and things. For some reason, I don't know, it's not even, there's no race, there's no sex, gender, anything that specifies what these people are going to be. Like, it's just, there's no way to, like, predict if someone's going to be involved in this group that says we need to ban everything. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's weird like that. But anyway, let's see if I got notes here. I didn't want to just ramble too much, even though I already have. I don't really want to talk anything else about that. I'm not really a big fan of the Confederate flag. I've never really been somebody that just has it on everything, and I don't care, because even though I live in Mississippi, I'm not really what you would well, I probably am, but a redneck, but I don't consider myself a redneck because I don't do the things that stereotypical rednecks do. Like, I don't care about hunting, and I like guns for the sake of, I just like guns and weapons and things, so there's that. Let's list stereotypical redneck things. I don't chew tobacco, I don't smoke or drink. We'll just kind of lump that in there together. I don't hate anyone. I don't, well, I can't really think of anything else other than, well, I don't like NASCAR at all. I think it's a complete waste of gasoline. We have gas problems in the world, alright? We have, fuel is going up steadily, and you've got a sport where you spend gallons, hundreds of thousands of gallons a year to soup up cars that go really fast in a circle over and over. That's the stupidest sport I've ever heard of. Okay, there's my rant about NASCAR. I hate it. I got some allergies going on, so sorry if I keep scratching my nose and stuff. It's like itching to death. Is there anything else? I got all my teeth. Can't really tell from the lighting, but they're pretty shiny and pretty. I had braces when I was younger. I don't consider myself stupid. I've actually got a pretty high IQ and some college degrees. Whatever. Anyway, point is, I don't I don't really care about Southern heritage and they're taking away our history. It's like, yeah, I do kind of care about that in the sense that you do not erase history, because history will repeat itself as a result of you screwing around with the facts based around events that happened throughout history, and just ignoring the fact that the Civil War happened is eventually going to make it worse. You don't just do that. You don't erase things that may offend someone. You emphasize that it happened, and then it won't happen again. That's how it goes. So I don't really care, like, to get back on point, I don't really care about the Confederate flag as a symbol or anything, and wouldn't have even thought about it at all if this hadn't happened. But I went ahead and bought a couple, mostly also because they've gone up in price quite considerably and I might make a few dollars off of them. But you do not censor or ban things in the United States. You don't do it. People don't like it. It never works out for the people that are doing it. I mean, it's what got... Censoring and banning stuff and keep telling people they can't have it is what got the mob started, based on, you know, they tried to say that people can't drink. The mob and various other criminal groups started making moonshine and selling liquor illegally and started organized crime. You can't ban drugs because people are still going to smoke and do all these drugs. They're just going to do it illegally. You can't ban guns because people are still going to get guns. Well, mostly the bad people are going to get guns, and then where are you going to be there? You can't ban anything in America and expect people not to get it. People love contraband. They love it. But making it contraband makes it more common in people's minds that they want it. Like, trying to ban these flags boosted sales of them through the roof. It's just insane how many people bought Confederate flags over the last week or so. Like, they were selling out, and they're taking them off of stores and stuff, so that explains a lot of things. They're wanting to, you know, get rid of it. So people were just buying out stock for an exorbitant amount of money. I bought a couple for a really good price right before it happened because I'm smarter than most people. But anyway, to get to the real point of this, I realized what it was all about. I had been saying that this whole thing was a smokescreen because it was a smokescreen and a distraction from the fact that 9 innocent people died in a church from a guy that was freaking nuts and shot him up. And he was just, I don't like to throw around the word evil because good and evil is a subjective and also very abstract term. There's no real, like, this is and this isn't kind of thing. You are a pretty messed up person to walk into a church and shoot 9 people for any reason whatsoever. For people not to be addressing that more in detail because of this is pretty disgusting to me. So we'll just put it at that. Anyway, so but it turns out this thing is a bigger smokescreen than even I assumed, because it's all about the Marriage Equality Act. No one has been talking about this. And then all of a sudden the Supreme Court's like, oh yeah, and it's legal in all 50 states for gay people to get married. And it's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. When did we even talk about this? And we didn't, because we were distracted for the last week from so many other things, but mostly because of this Confederate flag thing. And ironically, the people that would have been upset about the Marriage Equality Act were probably people that were upset about the Confederate flag. Although most people actually, from what I saw talking about it, like on Twitter and things, a lot of the people that were upset about the Confederate flag were kind of like me and didn't really give a crap about the Confederate flag and weren't, you know, stereotypical rednecks or anything. They were just like, screw you for trying to ban something in America. I don't take kindly to that. And because I'm very anti-censorship, I don't think things should be censored, and unless something is physically harming someone, I don't see any reason to even make laws about its regulation. I can understand about regulating drugs and alcohol. They should be, because they physically harm the crap out of people. They kill people. But banning things just makes it worse. Anyway, so this It's all about the hashtag love wins and hashtag marriage equality now, because it was about the Confederate flag for the last week, and no one knew this was coming, apparently, because I haven't heard a word about it. And I expect it's going to be a very interesting week. I need to go get some popcorn, because this one's going to be fun, guys. Anyway, peace out, guys. This has been Mr. Wolfie, and love wins, I guess. It's all good. Peace out.